this about? The broom closet ending? Oh yeah, I'm Stanley too. Hi, welcome.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Yeah, no, that guy was a scrub. Where am I going now? What's happening?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I mean, he just complimented me. I'll listen to Mr. Narrator. I am the superior player. He knows. So.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Is this an apocalypse?
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud.
What could it mean?
To nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
Keypad.
In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
He wants me to think it's the keypad, but it's going to be behind a painting or something, isn't it?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Am I supposed to ignore your secret passage junk that you just told me? Fine. What do you say?
2845.
Thank you.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
I did that correctly.
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, that's fancy. To the newly opened passageway. I thought that was the door closing behind me. But the one rare case, that's just the dark end of a hallway. Okay, let's go hit this button then. Sick! I like buttons. I like hitting buttons. Loading. Loading. What is happening? I'm just down here and my man comes down here and is like, hey, we need a second player. The narrator's sick of me and I'm sitting here just eating my bag of chips thinking, wait, what? What narrator? Who hates you? What's happening? And I'm up here and he's just, yeah, go play. I was like, okay, I guess. I don't know what's happening. I'm just going at it. I don't like this. This looks like SCP.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Or I could escape. I like escaping better. Run!
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
You know what? I'll take that chance, Mr. Narrator.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
You got that right. What's happening? Oh, it's just... Geronimo! Did I do it? Did I do it? Did I die properly? Did I win? I won. I won. There's no other explanation. I won. I escaped the facility. They're no longer mind controlling me because that was the obvious way that was going. I was going to accidentally turn it on and now I'm mind controlled again. Oh, I'm just falling. I am still alive. Ow. I'm stuck.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Mr. Narrator. It was good knowing you while it lasted. Oh, here I go.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator,
What?
as Stanley was led helplessly into the
Why is
enormous
there a
metal
woman talking
jaws.
now?
In a single visceral
narrator?
instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Yeah, that makes sense. Or not. Maybe I like the second narrator better. Boxes. Clearly the wrong way to go. Why am I being saved? It's the Stanley pair. Did I win?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game
How do you know
back
that?
in his office, as alive as ever.
Well, how do you know
What
that?
exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What makes you say that? What makes you say that? Did I win?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes
What?
meaningless, making life the same.
What?
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
No. Filing cabinets. Is this the designer's making button sounds? Ooh. Fancy. Did I win? Caroline Brightening as the narrator. Did I feel like I won. I feel like I won. Is this a museum of freedom ending in the game's alpha? Did I? I'm pretty sure I broke the game. I won. What? What? Countdown desk. Oh, the freedom ending. Monitor room. Yeah? Yeah. Another big floating.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Yeah. Did I do it?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Because they're not true.
But listen to me.
Oh.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Okay.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Ow. Did I win? Yep, I did it. The narrator was right. I was obviously better than the first player. Very clearly. Almost a little no debate. And now I think the game's dead. I think that's the statement they wanted you to know. The game's dead. The game's dead. Well, that certainly was fun. We'll see how this goes next time. I'm out, guys. Peace.